Good evening, my dear warriors.
Hello, students.
Yes, this is your Captain Shreyas and Diksha ma'am is also here. We are on to the speed solutions of shift 1 and 2. We'll start with the shift 1 of 24th of January and we'll then move on to the second shift as well. All right. So get ready for the speed solutions. Don't expect very long solutions and very, I would say, we are solving it on the board completely for you, because the point is for you to realize what kind of questions have been asked, to realize the approach, to realize the starting point, and what we should do ahead. And I saw, at least in physics, and I think even in chemistry also, and in maths also, the same story will repeat. Whatever session we did yesterday, the power marathon or the power session on 24th January and 28th January shifts, based on the previous shifts analysis, that session has proven to be very fruitful.
Yes.
Because so many questions just got repeated ditto. It's like leaking the paper before, and we said that. So, my dear warriors, if you have not watched it, please watch it.
Absolutely. And you know what? The more we are getting closer to the last shift, the mathematics is going to be slightly calculative. So be prepared for that, because you know what? The moment we saw first paper, we are like, maths is easy, maths is easy. And then whenever we take whenever we take things lightly, the surprise element comes. So be prepared for that. And today also I saw that mathematics paper was slightly on a lengthier side.
Yes.
And chemistry paper was in fact easiest of all today, right? Only one or two questions were moderate level. So what I predicted yesterday happened today, you all know, right? So let's see and what kind of questions were there. We'll start with chemistry, right,
Yes.
everybody? So
Yes.
yes.
Physics was moderate, guys, and like predicted, it is slightly, I won't say difficult, but maybe if there were 10 questions which are moderate, today they have asked 12 questions which are moderate. If there were 3 questions which are difficult, today they have asked 4 questions which are lengthy. So, yes, every shift comes with a slight, a notch higher difficulty, or a notch higher in terms of the length. So, expect that for the 28th January also. Right. So, let's begin with chemistry. We won't take much time, and then physics and maths. Okay.
Okay. So guys, let's start with the chemistry section. Do let me know everybody who was there in the first shift and who have their exam in the upcoming 28th of Jan. Yes, do let me know. This is going to be very, very important for you. Let's start with the class, everybody. Let's start with the class, and we are going to start with, just give me a second. Yes. So let's start with the first question. So what we are going to do here, as sir told you, that this is going to be a speed solution. So let's start here. First, I'll tell you what is the concept of this question and how to solve it. What is the formula that will be applied here? So let's see. Two solutes A and B, this and this respectively, molar mass is given, B is given, calculate the osmotic pressure. Colligative property question, I told you yesterday. They are jumping between colligative property, Henry's law, and ideal, non-ideal solutions. These three topics, they are jumping here and there, and these are the three important topics of solution. They are not asking you questions from non-important topics here. So directly what you will do here, directly first you will calculate the number of moles of A, that is going to be 0.3 by 60. Wait a minute, A and B, this is A is 30, right, two solutes, and number of moles of B is going to be, wait a minute, this is 0.9 by 90. Then you will calculate the osmotic pressure here. Osmotic pressure will be pi is equals to ICRT, right? Two solutes, this and this, this and this. So here you have number of moles here, right? Then what you need to calculate, R you know, T you know, and they have not given you any idea about the Van Hoff factors. We'll take it as one only, right? And what about this? This C is nothing but it is number of moles divided by the volume, right? Okay. So what you will do, two solutes, this and this. I think the question is incomplete. Calculate the osmotic pressure in atmospheric, right? If volume is also not given to you, then you will take it as 100, right? Because only these things are given to me, right? Okay, so that's what I will take. I'll take the volume as 100 milliliter, right? Then I'll calculate the concentration here. That will be number of moles. Number of moles of this and this you will add here, and this will be oh, I don't want to solve this again, right? So I'll just write here what you will do here. You will just write the value of, wait a minute. We'll just write the value of number of moles, and C will be equals to number of moles divided by volume in milliliter. If it is, then this will be multiplied by 1000. Okay, that's how you will put it, and you will get your answer here. If nothing is given, then you will take it as 100 milliliters. If the question is incomplete here, then you have various methods to calculate the volume, right? Either it will be directly given to you, or you can assume it as 100 if nothing is given in the question. Now, second is, if you talk about this very simple, even the organic chemistry is even simpler than what we discussed before, right? Second shift also will do after this, right? So in the same session, we'll do first and second shift, both of it, right? Now they have asked you about vinyl, allyl, benzyl and aryl, right? What is vinyl? Vinyl is when double bond directly to double bond it is connected, right? That is vinyl. Allyl is it is connected to double bond, then carbon, then this. Benzyl, I think it is just in front of it is mentioned, right? So 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 3 is 3, 4 is 4. So answer will be D is the correct answer here, right? Okay. Now, if you see this, again I told you this reaction, that is SnCl2 and HCl along with hydrolysis, then you have KMNO4, right? Then this is Cl2 phosphorus, right? Now, if you see this here, out of this, if I talk about, it has 3 carbons here, right? 3 carbon means here there is no breakage of, there is no double bond here, there is no breakage here, there is no ozonolysis that you are doing here. That is the reason in the A also you should have 3 carbons only. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is eliminated. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is also eliminated. 1, 2, it is also eliminated. So answer will be this. And what will happen here? Firstly, we'll have CH3, CH2, CN, right? And this is going to be C triple bond N. Then you will convert it into CH3, CH2, CH double bond NH. Then what you will do? You will do the hydrolysis here. This will be CHO here. And after that, what is going to happen? Everybody CHO, and after that what you will have KMNO4. That means this will be converted to CH3, CH2, COOH. After that you will have Cl2 phosphorus, that is HVZ reaction. Then you will have CH3, CH, this is ClCOH. Alpha hydrogen will be replaced here. That is going to be the reaction here. Okay, so as I told you, they are asking questions from amines chapter, right? Then next is, which of the following compound 3 unpaired electrons? Now again in every shift they are asking you question like that, magnetic moment, or it is hybridization based, or it is like number of unpaired electron is also magnetic moment based only. So if you see this here it is going to be vanadium plus 5. Vanadium is nothing but it is 4s2 3d3. Then vanadium plus 5 is nothing but 4s0 3d 0. So 0 unpaired electrons should be there, right? So you can see no unpaired electrons. What about T? Here it is going to be, X is going to be plus 3, right? Here it is going to be plus 2. Here it is going to be plus 3, right? Now titanium is nothing but it is 4s2 3d2. You take out 3 electrons, it will become 3d1. So 1 unpaired electron, as it's a weak field ligand. Cobalt 2 positive is, you have 4s2 3d7. And when you take out 2 electron, it is 3d7. 10 minus 7 is 3. 3 unpaired electron. And here you have iron. Iron is 4s2 3d6. You take out 3 electrons here, it will be 3d5. But this is a strong field ligand, so there will be pairing here and there will be 1 unpaired electron. And they are asking you 3 unpaired electrons. So answer is going to be C is the correct answer here. Can you see these kind of questions they are repeating here? Then you have which of the following compounds. Now Iodoform test they asked yesterday, right? I told you that they will ask you question on distinguished test, right? So here it is Tollens reagent test. So Tollens reagent is test is positive for aliphatic, aromatic, aldehyde. Then there is hemiacetal. Then there is alpha hydroxy ketone, right? Alpha hydroxy ketone, right? Okay. And then there is formic acid. These are positive test. They give positive test here, and what you will see, this carbon, what is hemiacetal? Hemiacetal is one carbon connected to one OH, one OR, one R and one H. That is hemiacetal. So this is connected to one OH, one OR, this is OR, this is R and this is hydrogen. So this is hemiacetal. So hemiacetal definitely will give. Here you have alcohol, but it is not a secondary alcohol. So answer will be no. Here it is ketone, so definitely it is not alpha hydroxy, so this will be no. This is aromatic aldehyde, this will be yes, so answer will be B. A and C is the correct answer here, that is B is not, right? Okay. Then what you have, stability of disonium ions. Now disonium chloride, again from amines they have asked you the question. Now in this case, you see N2, this is positive, this is Cl negative. So if you withdraw the electrons from here, it will make it unstable. When you donate the electron, it will make it stable. So here you have minus I and minus M. Here you have no effect. Here you have again minus M and plus I. And here you have plus M and minus I. Here plus M is dominating. Here minus M is dominating. Here also minus M is dominating, right? So firstly, plus M, that means you're giving the electrons that will be most stable, right? Okay. So D, then you have a donation should be there, right? Wait a minute. Then also if you see this here, right, and this here, this is Cn. This is also you're taking out electron. Here also you're taking out electron. Yes. After D, you should have C because there is no effect, right? This is activating, this is deactivating, this is also deactivating. So firstly, this is D, then no effect, then you out of these two deactivating, the one which is less deactivating will be there. Less deactivating will be this one because here you have two minus groups. Here you have one minus group. So answer will be D, C, B, A. So answer is A is the correct answer here. Right? Okay. Based on this, before this, they have asked you a question on this what I call nucleophilicity, SN1, SN2 reaction. That was also based on the same thing. So GOC application is also asked here, right? Then you have K2Cr2 7 I negative H positive give rise to I2. X number of moles of electron exchanged here per mole of I2, X2 Cr2 N2 S2 negative. This Y number of moles of electrons are exchanged for 1 mole of this. So what you have to do, you have to balance this equation. Okay, this is what you have to do. You just need to balance this equation. How many electrons are exchanged here, how many electrons are exchanged here, then add it and you will get your answer here, right? Okay, yes everybody. Now next is, this is your hybridization. Now again it is a very repeated question of hybridization, right? The shapes of all of these, right? Okay, so you can do this from chemical bonding, like for example, I'll pick out, let's say the shape of, let's say this is the very famous, that the shape of this is pentagonal bipyramidal. This is quite famous. So C is 1, C is 1, C is 1 only here. So answer automatically I have. But still, let's say I want to calculate for, I'll calculate only for one part. Let's say for IF5. How do you calculate? Iodine is belonging to group number 17, that is 7 outermost electrons. Minus 5, it will be 2 electrons. That means 1 lone pair is there. And for 1 lone pair plus sigma bonds, the answer will be 1 lone pair plus 5, that is sp3d2, right? So here answer will be sp3 do the sp3d2, that is square pyramidal, because it will be I, this is the, this is F, this is F, this is nothing but square, this is square and this is one pyramid. So that's how you can calculate. Similarly for IF3 you can calculate here, right? IF3 ClO4 will be tetrahedral, D will be 3, and this will not be sp3d2, it will be sp3d, right? Okay, because it is going to have iodine, that is how many, 7 electrons minus 3, that is, it will have 4 electrons, that means 2 lone pair plus 3, that is sp3d, that is trigonal pyramidal, that is going to be the answer here. Right? Okay, yes, everybody. So, don't forget to do shapes, hybridization, and a lot of GOC based questions they have asked. Right? Full of GOC it was. Now, this question is also from hyperconjugation. This is also a GOC based question. Which of the following is alkene is. Now, this is CH3. This is CH3, this is CH3, this is CH3. It has 336, this is 12 alpha hydrogen, this is 3, 3, 3. It will have 9 alpha hydrogen, this is 3 and 3, 6 alpha hydrogen, 6 alpha hydrogen, right? Now, if you see this here, more the number of alpha hydrogen, more will be the stability. So, 1 is maximum, then 2. 1 maximum, then 2. So, these two are eliminated. Yes. Now, if I see, this is cis and this is trans, right? For that, we know that cis is going to be less stable. Trans is going to be more stable because of the repulsions here. So, third will be more stable here as compared to fourth. So, answer is going to be C is the correct answer here. Right? So, you can see GOC based question. Again, this is from GOC. The correct order of stability of following species here. Now, if you see this, I genuinely feel in the upcoming shifts, they will give more importance to isomerism, because that is a topic that is still left, right? So, the correct order of stability of following species, and if you see, all of them are carbon ion. Carbon ion, if you donate the electron, it will become unstable. If you take away the electron, it will become highly stable. So, you need to take out the electrons. Here you have minus m minus I, minus m is more stable. Here you have plus m minus I, obviously plus m is more stable. Here you have minus I more stable as compared to plus m. Here you have no effect, and here you have minus m and plus I, where definitely minus m is more stable here, right? So, deactivation we need. Deactivation is maximum here. So, E is going to be maximum stable here. Maximum, 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 this is eliminated. Then what you have, whether C, A, what is the correct answer? Right? C and A I have to choose. So, after this, what you will have, you need deactivation. Here, deactivation you have, that is minus is the most dominating. Here also minus is more dominating. But here deactivation is due to minus m. Here it is due to minus I. So, definitely this will be preferred here. So, answer will be minus m, that is C. Right? Then E, C, A, B, D. After that you will have A. Why? Deactivation is there. Now you are left with this and this. In these two cases, here you have activation. That is why it will be least stable here. That is why it is D. Out of this and this, here you have no effect, and here you have deactivation is there because of inductive effect it is there. So, that is why it is going to be, this is the order. This is purely based on GOC, guys. Purely based on GOC. This is also, which of the following such a simple question, molar mass of X and Y formed in the given reaction. So, whenever an acid reacts with metal, it definitely gives H2. And whenever acid reacts with bicarbonate or sodium bicarbonate or sodium carbonate, it gives CO2, right? So, H2 has 2 and molar mass of CO2 is 44. So, answer is going to be 46 is the correct answer here. Next is again GOC based question, guys, you know, full of GOC, right? So, consider the following molecules you have here. This is, they are asking the correct order of dipole moments here. So, if you see correct order of dipole moment, this will be N, this is double bond O, this is O, this is negative, this is positive, this is OH, right? So, what we will have here, this will not be cancelled here, then you have only here OH, then you have only CH. I think A maximum, then B, then C should be the order here of the dipole moment, because it is going towards positive to negative, right? And so it is getting added up. Here you have no extra molecule. Here also you have, because here electronegativity difference is more. Here electronegativity difference is less. So this will be least here, right? Out of these two things, here also you have electronegativity difference here between carbon and nitrogen. And nitrogen and oxygen also have electronegativity difference. So there is a lot of electronegativity difference here. So answer is going to be A is the correct answer, because dipole moment is based on the electron negativity difference. Okay, right? Okay. Achha, if you see atomic radius is always more than ionic radius, the correct order of metallic character is K, this and this. See, atomic radius is definitely more than the ionic radius, that is true. Then again, I would say don't just go through these questions, also realize this is also correct order of metallic character, right? Wait a minute, this is wrong. This is wrong. More than ionic radius. Atomic radius is always more. It is not always more. Cation has less, then you have neutral, then you have anion. Right? This is the order. So always we can't say. Right? So just see this, either they are asking you the general statements or they are asking you the exceptions here. Right? Okay. Now, these are just directly formula based. You just need to do match the following. Like free expansion, it is 0. Reversible isothermal, it is going to be this formula. Irreversible isothermal, it is going to be this formula. Adiabatic is NCV delta T, right? Okay, so that is going to be the answer here, right? Now, I'll just move towards the next one. Non-volatile. Now, see, I think this was the question, that was there. And the first question that I discussed, I think it is this question. That's what I was thinking. This question I'll delete, because this question is feeling like it is so incomplete, right? This is a very incomplete question, right? Okay. So I'll just show you this question here. I think this is the complete question now that we have. Now, if you see this here, right? They have asked you this question on your on your colligative property. They are saying mass of some A is this and its molar mass is 60. Number of moles of B will be 0.9 divided by molar mass, that is 180. Now you will calculate the volume is, I told you now, volume will be 100 milliliter. Right, temperature is given, Kb is given, then elevation of the boiling point is what? So, very direct formula, delta Tb is equals to molality into I. No, nothing is given about I, that means want Howe factor will take it as 1. Right, this is Kb. Kb is given to you, now you just have to tell that what is the value of M. Molality is, let's take it as molarity only, or you can just take it, molality is equals to molarity. If nothing is given about this, so what we take, because we take the value of density as 1 generally, that is why volume and mass will become same only. If it is 100 milliliter, we'll take 100 gram as the mass. Okay, so you can also write number of moles divided by volume multiplied by 1000. So it will be number of moles is this one. Number of moles of this will be Na plus Nb. That is going to be the number of moles here. Right, so we'll just put the value of N2 here. W1 is given to be 100 and this is 1000, and you will put it here. You will put this value, put the value of Kb, and you will get your answer here. Tell me everybody if that is clear to all of you or not. Right, tell me everyone here. Done? Okay. Acha, next is a solution contained. Now this is a good question, right? Okay, this is a good question, a different question they have asked you. See, a solution contains two group 4 cations, this and this, each of an initial concentration is this, each at an initial concentration of 0.1. Then H2S gas is passed through the solution to form a saturated solution. Ksp of Ys, Ksp of Xs is given to you. What is the minimum concentration of sulfide required to begin the precipitation of Ys here? This is what they are asking you here, right? Okay. So, what you have to, they are asking you to begin the minimum concentration to become the concentration of Ys. So, that means Ksp, minimum concentration we know. For minimum concentration, what we are finding, we will take it as equal only. That will be the minimum only. So this is Y2 positive and this is S2 negative concentration. Minimum concentration of sulfide we have to solve, right? Because see, here it will be Ys is going to be Y2 positive plus S2 negative, right? Otherwise the question is simple only, S2 negative, just that how to solve this. If you see this one, you will say, ma'am, this is such a simple question. So this is KSP of Ys. KSP of Ys is given, this is Yx is given to be 2 into 10 raised per minus 27. And this Y2 positive concentration is given to be 0.1. And that's how you can solve the answer here. Right? Okay, everybody. So A will be the answer. So, right. Next is minimum energy transition of Balmer again, Rydberg equation. Bohr model is favorite, right? But I genuinely feel that they will surprise you by asking questions on quantum numbers as well, right? So minimum energy transition of Balmer series of H atom, I don't think so. Now they will ask question on more questions on Bohr model because it is like enough. Right, minimum energy transition of Balmer series is of hydrogen atom has energy of L. Okay. If the value of minimum energy of Lyman series of H atom in terms of L is Y, then what is the value of 10Y? Okay. So what you have to solve here, firstly solve the value of this, that is nothing but energy, right? Now here I'll tell you Balmer series, here you will take Balmer series is basically 2 and minimum means it is 3 to 2, right? And here minimum energy of Lyman means this is 2 to 1, okay? So you will take the value of both of them by doing this. Just you can just directly write it here directly also, n1 square minus n2 square, right? You can take the energy of 3 to 2 as 13.6. This is 1 by 2 square, 1 by 3 square. You can take this as 2 to 1. It is as 13.6, 1 by 1 square minus 1 by 2 square. Now you just have to take the ratio of these two. That will be the value of Y and multiply it by 10. Right? Okay. So this is how you will solve it. Then again percentage calculation. Again I told you Dumas method will be there. This is, I told you yesterday's Dumas method definitely will be there. So how do you solve it? Firstly P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. This is T2, this is T2. So here you take P1 minus P0. So which gives 34 of this at 715. So aqueous tension is given to be 15. So what you do here, this is 715 minus 15. Volume is given to be 34, right? Then temperature here is given to be 300. Then you take normal temperature, that is 298 here. Volume you take as V2. This you take as 760. Because P2 and T2 you take it as fixed, right? Okay, standard conditions. Then you just put down the values here, right? Solve the value of V2. Then you will solve the percentage of N as this is 28 by 22.4. This is V2. This is weight of organic compound multiplied by 100. That will be the answer here. Okay, that is the direct value how you solve the Dumas method. Okay, understood? Next is what we have here. The value of, again, find the value of log K catalyst by uncatalyst, and this is given. The charge and the activation energy is this. Okay. So here what you will do, you will solve the value of K2. Now same kind of question they have asked you before as well. Okay. Same kind of question they have asked you before as well. So log of Kc by Ku is equals to Ea, right? If the change, it is not charge, it is change, right? This is RT, this is 2.303. Now, this is delta, okay? This is minus 10, R is 8, this is temperature is given to be 300, this is 2.303. This is what you have to find out, log of Kc by this. Solve this and you will get your answer. Okay, yes. Now, before going, let me just again what I told you yesterday, right? There is a pattern that we can see, and you have to, go through that. Now, don't start something new, but definitely there are things that they are asking again and again and again, and the paper will be easy to moderate only. As such, till now, we have not seen like very high level of questions in chemistry, but statement based question and theory based questions they are asking you a lot. So biomolecules and this purification, qualitative quantitative analysis, from there they're asking you this theory based question. From inorganic also they're asking you exception and theory based questions. Otherwise, from coordination and chemical bonding, again that is fixed, that is the hybridization, MOT, CFSE, same repeated important topics. And in organic chemistry also, either it is GOC, like stability, that we have seen more questions of stability and less questions of reactions. Either there are more questions of reactions and less questions of stability. So this is where things are getting fluctuated. And in physical chemistry, formula based questions, not very lengthy, but easy calculative questions they are asking you, right? Okay, yes. So I'll just call now the next teacher. Let me just call them.
So it's time for physics. So let's get on to that. Welcome. Good evening. Good evening. So how was chemistry? Quickly let me know in the chat box, guys. By the way, you will be getting all the PDFs in the description box as links. So make sure you are checking that out. All right. And have some 20 questions which are from 24 January shift 1, particularly useful for all the kids on 28th of January. All right. So first question, a spring was cut into two parts, smaller length, spring constant is how much? So whenever you have such questions, okay, see guys, it's cut in the ratio of 3:1, right? So what you do is, whatever that spring is there, whose constant is let's say K, what you do, cut that spring into 3 plus 1, which is basically 4 parts. So imagine now you have 4 springs, and whenever you divide it into n number of parts, each spring will have n times of K. In this case, n is nothing but 4, spring constant is nothing but 15, which is basically 60 Newton per meter each. So that is the spring constant of each of those parts. So now after that, what you are doing, you are dividing it in the ratio of 3:1. So that means 3 springs and then 1 spring. So this is the ratio of 3:1. So the question was, find the spring constant of the smaller spring length. So the smaller spring is this one. This will definitely have 60 Newton per meter, which is option D. That's how you can do it. If the bigger one was asked, then 60, 60, 60, all of them together, the new spring constant will be 60 divided by 3 because there are 3 springs. So that would be 20 Newton per meter. So that is how you can solve these kind of questions. So any kind of ratio is given, let's say 5:2. So 5 and 2, 5 plus 2 is 7. So divide it into 7 parts. Each spring will have 7 into K as the spring constant. And when you combine them together, divide it by the number. Like I have combined 3 springs, so divide it by 3. Okay, got it everyone? Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's move on. Yes, this was 60 Newton per meter. Then this was directly from NCERT. How many of you remember when I taught you the chapter of EM waves? Just in the month of December, I told you, please by heart that table of the sources of electromagnetic waves, and exactly same thing has come, and that was barely a 2-hour, 3-hour class. So that's all guys. This is a direct question. X-rays will come from fast moving electrons striking a heavy metallic plate. So it is called as a Coolidge tube. So you have a target material of heavy nucleus and the electrons are bombarded on that target material, and from that you get very short wavelength which are called X-rays. Infrared comes from your regular hot bodies, right, or molecules. So we or any animal or the walls, everything around us emits infrared radiation. Microwaves and radio waves. Radio waves comes from oscillating charges in an antenna, you take a mobile antenna, TV tower antenna, radio antenna, so current goes up and down, that means charges go up and down, so electromagnetic waves are being produced. And lastly, microwaves, guys, that comes because of magnetron. So basically there are magnetic coils inside your microwave and oscillating currents pass through those coils, and that's how you get electromagnetic waves in the order of micrometer. So that happens in your microwave ovens, right? That was a direct question. Then for the given circuit, find the power factor, guys. This was also simple. All you need to do is use cos of phi was R by Z. R is nothing but 60 ohms. Z is nothing but root of R square, that means 60 square, plus XL minus XC, that means 150 minus 70 whole square. So you will see 150 minus 70, guys, that is nothing but 80. So this will be nothing but 100 ohm, R is 60. So cos phi will be 60 divided by 100, which is 0 cancels. So 3 divided by 5. So 3 by 5 would have been the answer. So here you find Z because impedances are given. R you already know. This was the direct formula for power factor. So this kind of questions have come. AC circuits, they have asked power factor mainly multiple times. In a hydrogen-like atom, speed of 2 orbits and the ratio of the energy. Yesterday night session only I told you clearly. Please by heart, velocity, radius, energy, what is it proportional to? See, I told you just few hours back and this has exactly come. That is what I was telling you guys. So, because the speeds are in the ratio of 3 to 2, velocity is proportional to Z by N and energy ratio is asked. So, velocity is inversely proportional to N. Energy is inversely proportional to 1 by N square. So, V square will be proportional to 1 by N square, squaring both sides. So, from this, energy will be proportional to basically V square. So, from this you can find energy ratio E1 by E2 will be V1 by V2 and whole square, and V1 by V2 means 3 by 2 whole square, which is nothing but 9 by 4. So, 9 by 4 will be the answer. Yeah, got it? How to solve this kind of question? So, velocity proportional to what and energy proportional to what? So, here I understood because n square is there, I will square both sides. So, if this is proportional to the same thing, this is also proportional to the same thing. So, they both are proportional to each other. I hope this is absolutely clear. Okay, perfect. Let's move to the next one coming up on your screen. I told you yesterday night, do moment of inertia, 100% questions are coming, and this is exactly what you are seeing, my dear warriors. Exact question on moment of inertia. In fact, this was one of the easier questions on moment of inertia. Yesterday's shift had more difficult questions. I think the axis is passing through one of the vertices. So, if the axis is passing through one of the vertices, this mass is at distance L, this mass is at root 2L, and this mass is anyways at L. So, the total moment of inertia will be ml square plus m root 2L square plus ml square. So, that will become root 2 square means 2, 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. So, 4 ml square will be the answer, which is option number C. Yeah, direct answer this was not that difficult. 3 masses, yeah, this mass will not have any inertia because the axis is passing through the point mass. It's considered a point mass, so distance will be 0. Then, this kind of question KTG related, oxygen molecule mass is given, temperature is given, what is the de Broglie wavelength? So, de Broglie wavelength means you have to find the momentum, but momentum I do not know. Momentum is related to kinetic energy by this formula 2mk, right? Momentum is nothing but 2mk. So, just have to substitute the kinetic energy. Mass is given, temperature is given, kinetic energy. Okay, how do I find out the kinetic energy? Guys, kinetic energy of that molecule is nothing but 3 by 2 times of kT. K is Boltzmann constant and T is the temperature. 2 will cancel. Now you have to substitute everything. H is 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34. Then root of basically 3 is there. Mass of that molecule is 5.31 into 10 to the power minus 26, and Boltzmann constant is 1.38 into 10 to the power minus 23, and temperature is 27 degrees Celsius, that means 300 Kelvin. So you substitute everything and you will get the answer. So the point was momentum I do not know, for that I need kinetic energy, and kinetic energy in KTG is 3 by 2 KT. This K is different. This is kinetic energy, by the way. This is kinetic energy. This is your Boltzmann constant. This is your Boltzmann constant, which is 1.38 into 10 to the power minus 23. So solving that, you get the answer as 2.3 Armstrong. Somebody is asking, sir, should I take 5 by 2? Very good. Let me tell you, yes, oxygen is diatomic, so it has 5 degrees of freedom. But tell me the momentum that you consider in the calculation of de Broglie wavelength. It is only translational momentum, not angular momentum. So rotational kinetic energy will not come into picture. That is why you take 3 by 2 kT. That is one big confusion which happens with many students. I am so glad, Karthik, you asked it. So the momentum is root of 2 mk, but that k is the translational kinetic energy. That momentum is also the translational momentum. So ignore the rotational degrees. So only 3 translational degrees of freedom's kinetic energies will come. Okay, cool. Next one, combination of some resistors and everything is given. Find the reading in the voltmeter they have asked. I think, isn't it simple only, because it's a simple series parallel circuit. This is 100 and this is 400 ohms. So together they are in parallel. So 100 multiplied by 400 divided by 100 plus 400. So that will be nothing but 4 into 10 to the power 4 divided by, this is 5 into 10 to the power 2. So 10 to the power 2 will remain 400 divided by 5. Yeah, is that, sorry, this will be 80. This will be 80. This will be 80 ohms. Just check this out. So this will be nothing but 80 ohms. So this is 80 ohms, that is 100 ohms. So now we have a 80 ohm resistor and we have a 100 ohm resistor, and that is connected to a 9 volt battery. And the question is, what is the reading in the voltmeter? So the reading in the voltmeter will be current multiplied by the resistance, and that current will be the total current in the circuit, which is total voltage by total resistance, which is 80 plus 100, because they are in series, multiplied by that 80. So solving this, you will get the answer. Yeah, I hope this is clear. The questions are different, okay, because these are memory based, so I'm not really sure, guys, whether these were exactly asked or not, because this is what our students have told us. Then find the rate of maximum wavelength in Lyman series to that of maximum wavelength in Balmer. Yesterday night only I told you Lyman Balmer, that was the last slide in fact of that session. Lyman Balmer series you should know. So find the rate maximum wavelength in Lyman. So when you are talking about maximum wavelength, that means smallest energy gap. So Lyman means it will be 2 to 1, and maximum wavelength in Balmer, so that will be 3 to 2. And use this formula, 1 by lambda of let's say Lyman, it will be R into 1 by 1 square minus 1 by 2 square, and this will be 1 by lambda of Balmer, that will be Rydberg's constant, 1 by 2 square minus 1 by 3 square. So just take the ratio of these two numbers, you will get the answer. This is standard. Sir, 100 ohm was not connected to the voltmeter in the previous one. Okay, fine. Tell me one thing, my dear, whatever reading you will get in the voltmeter is this voltage. Won't that voltage be the same as this voltage? This and this will be same. So when you take their combination and let's say it is 80 ohms, that same voltage will be there in parallel. In parallel, the voltages are same, currents are different. Correct? So that is why if you find the effective voltage, that is the same as the voltage in the voltmeter. It is not like voltage gets distributed in parallel. Okay, so that's why we took that. Okay, so this was simple, 5 by 27. This has come in the previous year papers, by the way. This question was from yesterday evening shift, if I'm not wrong. Same thing has been repeated, but with different values. You take a rod and it is falling down. The question is find the EMF generated. So just use the standard formula, guys. EMF generated is LVB, and this velocity, because it is falling down by some height h, use projectile motion or free fall motion formula. It is root of 2GH. Root of 2GH. That's all. Okay? Straightforward. All right. Yeah, it's the same thing. Root of 2GH and LVB. So you get the answer as 0.5 root 2. Great. Particle thrown at an angle of 45 degrees, it reaches the highest point after 2 seconds. It hits the building located on the ground at some distance from the point after 3 seconds. Find the height of the building. This was a good question, I would say, because usually projectile motion they have been asking very silly questions. So imagine this is the speed of the projectile. You are throwing it at 45 degrees. This is your ground, and after 2 seconds it reaches here, and after 3 seconds it reaches here. This height has been asked. This is at t is equal to 3 seconds. So for the first information, it reaches the highest point. That means the time of flight for reaching the highest point is u sine theta divided by g. Time is 2. U I do not know. Sine theta means sine 45, which is 1 by root 2, because theta was 45 degrees, divided by 10. So u will be nothing but 20 root of 2 meters per second. Now once I get this velocity, finding this height is not difficult, because this height is actually the vertical displacement. So Sy is equal to uyt plus half ayt square. Now initial velocity is y component, meaning u sine theta. So u is 20 root 2, sine theta means sine 45, into time, which is 3 seconds, plus half into acceleration is negative 10 and time is again 3. So that's it. So from this I will get the displacement in the y direction, which is exactly the height. So that is the only catch in this problem. Okay, so you have to use kinematic equation but in the y direction. Okay, great. So you get the answer as 15 meters. Same thing has been done. Moving on, yesterday only I told you potentiometer, guys, please do it. Balancing, meter bridge, not potentiometer, meter bridge. I gave it to you and I told you it's going to come, and it has been repeated minimum 2 times to 3 times. So 100%. This was the most expected question. Yesterday night power session only I have told you this. So when an unknown resistance is connected in parallel, then it is shifted to find the unknown resistance. So assume this is x and this will be basically 100 minus x. So initially 2 by 3 will be x divided by 100 minus x basically. So from this you can find the value of x. It's not that difficult. So it will be 200 minus 2x is equal to 3x. So therefore 5x is equal to 200. So therefore x will be nothing but 40 centimeters. Now in the next case, what are you doing? It is shifted by 22.5 centimeters. Find the unknown resistance which is connected in parallel with the 3 ohm. So do one thing. Assume this 3 ohm is no longer there. Some new resistance R is there, small r. So 2 by small r will be, this has been shifted by 22.5. So 40 plus 22.5 by 100 minus 40 plus 22.5. So from this you will get the value of R. You will get the value of R. This R is the resultant resistance. So 1 by R will be 1 by 3 plus 1 by that parallel resistance which has been connected. Solving this, you can find the value of capital R. So whatever R you get, you substitute here. From that you can get this R. Okay, it is straightforward procedural problem. After this, it's not difficult. Got it, guys? Pakka? Amazing. So we are focusing on the approach, the questions, the concept, the models of the paper, question paper. That's what we are focusing on. Now this is a standard problem, but this used to be asked many years back. So again, first time I think they are repeating the same pattern. But yesterday I told you this particular formula. What is the work done? So I told you yesterday, work done in electrostatics externally is nothing but the change in the electrical potential energy or change in the gravitational potential energy, whatever the situation is. So there are 3 particles. Okay, find the work done to change the distance. Okay, so you just need to find out what is the final energy minus initial energy. But I'll tell you what, this was 20 meters, it has become 25 meters. So 25 is basically 20, you divide it by 5 and, divided by 4 and multiplied by 5. So the length has become 5 by 4 times. So the length has become 5 by 4 times. That's the only change. Okay, so you find the initial potential energy. That's it, guys. Initial potential energy, m1 m2 by r, m1 m2 by r, m1 m2 by r, that will come 3 times. So minus g 300 multiplied by 400 divided by distance minus gravitational constant. What else is there? 200 into 400 divided by 20 minus g into 200 multiplied by 300 divided by 20. So that will be the initial one. The final one, instead of 20, this will be 25. Substitute and then you will get the answer. But yes, it is very lengthy problem because you have to calculate all of these things, then final energy, then subtract them, substitute the value of G. So ideally, I would keep it for the end because it is unnecessarily calculative. Otherwise, if it was asked in terms of G, then it is a much simpler question. Okay, cool guys. Let's move on to the next one. Same thing is there right over here. The electric potential is given by this. Find the charge in the sphere. This was a good question, guys. Potential is given, charge is asked. You might be wondering, how the hell do I do it? From potential, you can find the field. Field is nothing but dV by dr, magnitude wise I am talking about. So when you take the derivative of this, this will become A into 3r square plus 0. So it will become 3ar square. But at 1 meter, electric field will be 3a multiplied by 1 square, which is basically 3a. So now imagine a sphere whose radius is 1 meter, and at that particular point the electric field is 3a everywhere. So using Gauss law, we can figure out how much charge is there inside. How much charge is there inside? How? The total electric flux is equal to Q in by epsilon naught. So Q I do not know, epsilon I'll just keep it. This flux will be the field, which is 3a multiplied by 4 pi 1 square, because that is the area across which you are finding the field. So from this, definitely you will get Q value over here as it is. So you can see it is nothing but 3 4s are 12. So 12, you can say A pi epsilon naught as it is over here, 12 pi A epsilon naught. Yeah, the negative sign comes because here we had taken magnitude. If you don't take magnitude, the value will come out to be negative. That's all. So that is the answer. Very nice question, guys. This is. Moving on to the next one. A light wave, medium 1 to medium 2, speed ratio, find the angle. The same question got repeated yesterday's shift, I think shift number 1. Same question with different values, I suppose. So what have they asked? Critical angle. Or what? Light waves incident, find the angle. I think it will be critical angle. So sine of that critical angle is 1 by mu. So it is nothing but C1 by C2. So take the smaller speed by bigger speed. So smaller speed is 2.4, bigger speed is 2.7. That power of 10 will not matter only. Anyways, it will get cancelled. So critical angle will be sine inverse of 2.4 by 2.7. That's all, as it is. So that is how you get that question's answer. Next one, two prisms combined. Yesterday same question was asked, but no net deviation. Today they have asked no net dispersion. Yesterday night only I gave you the formula for no net dispersion, and I told you this might come, and exactly the same thing happened. Whatever I am telling is happening, guys. Yesterday night only. Sir, they gave actually a function of the total charge of the sphere. Okay, if they are given a function of the charge, then integrate it and you will get the total charge. That will be more simple only. Okay, here we had to calculate the flux. The formula that you need to use is A1 mu V1 minus mu R1 is equal to A2 mu V2 minus mu R2 for no net dispersion. This is the formula. Angle of the prism, first prism is 10 degrees and the refractive indexes are given 1.523 minus 1.515. Angle of the second prism is asked and the difference of the refractive indices 1.666 minus 1.650. So when you do that, you will definitely get the value of A2. Okay, so that's how you need to do this particular question for no net dispersion. All right. Okay, this was simple dimension based question. Yes, because everything is related to magnetism, it would have taken time, but you could have seen the options and solved it accordingly. Magnetic flux, magnetic permeability, magnetic induction and self-induction. For self-induction, I will suggest use this formula, U is equal to half Li square, current and energy you know. For magnetic induction, it is magnetic field. So use F is equal to IL into B. So B you can find out. So this was L, this was B. Magnetic permeability and then magnetic flux. Which formulas will you use? Yeah, very interesting. So for magnetic flux, for example, it is B dot A is equal to magnetic flux. So if you know B, multiplied with area, you will get the magnetic flux. So from magnetic induction, which is B, multiplied with area, you will definitely get the magnetic flux formula. Last thing is magnetic permeability. So here you can use B is equal to mu naught I by 2R. So B you know, I you know, R you know, mu naught you can definitely find from this, because B you just now found it out from here. So from that you can find permeability. So that's the logic for it. Okay. So that was your question 17. You will get answer as A. Next one coming up on your screen. This is a standard question. If you have a partially immersed body, then the time period of oscillation is 2 pi under root mass of the body by density into area of cross section into G. This is a standard formula. You don't even have to sit and derive it. But if you want to derive it, you submerge it by X. You find the extra volume that will give extra buoyant force, which is proportional to X. From that you can prove it is a SHM and find the time period. But yeah, this is a standard formula which you should remember. Next, this is your Maxwell's equations, guys. This is there in your electromagnetic waves chapter. Faraday's law, Ampere's law, Gauss law, Maxwell's equation for Gauss law in magnetism. So Maxwell's law in magnetism says the net magnetic flux is 0. Then Gauss law says net flux is charge inside by epsilon naught. Faraday's law is exactly this, d phi by dt, rate of change of magnetic flux is the EMF, and your Ampere's law, magnetic field's line integral is current into mu naught, permeability. That's it. Yeah, so this is your standard equations which was there. So this was the last question. A dipole is placed in a magnetic field, angle 30 degrees, experiences torque, find the work done in moving it from stable to unstable equilibrium. So use this formula and you will get the answer. Potential energy is minus mb cos theta. That's it. So work done is final minus initial potential energy. Final minus initial potential energy. First time theta will be 30 degrees. It is already mentioned, theta, that is theta 1. And when it is moving from this position to unstable, unstable means theta will be 180 degrees. That's it. You substitute everything, magnetic moment is given, or you can find it out because we know torque is equal to mb sine theta. So torque is known. From this you can find m because theta is also known. Okay, directly this formula, right? So that was the last question. It's time for now mathematics.
Oh no. Hello, Ninja Warriors. How to exit? How to exit from this? Okay, let me press the escape button. All righty, yes. I cannot save. I think there is no mechanism to save it. But oh, chemistry PDF cancel. Import file maths. Okay. How was the paper? You are going to tell me. You are going to tell me. How was the paper? Okay. So some questions were easy, some questions were calculative, and some questions were tricky also. So I would say this paper is not at all easy, but yes, surely moderate to difficult category. Yes, this is morning shift only. Evening shift, we are going to continue on this particular stream only. So after mathematics, we are going to attack shift 2. Okay. All right, everyone. Now this, if you can see, root 3 cosec 20 degree minus sec 20 degree, correct? Now this is cos 20, cos 40. See, cos theta, cos 60 minus theta and cos 60 plus theta is what? 1 by 3 cos 3 theta. Okay, then we have again cos 3 theta. Then we have root 3 upon sin 20, correct? Minus 1 upon cos 20. Alrighty, yes, this is half, this is also half. So this is 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 12. We have root 3 cos 20 minus sin 20 whole upon sin 20 cos 20. Okay. Alright, we just need to solve it. Basic problem from trigonometry. Now all we need is a 2 over here and one more 2. So that, and you know what? Again, one more 2 over here so that we can apply 2 and 1 by 2 over here. Now, can you see this is cos 30 degree and this is sin 30 degree, correct? So cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, this is going to be 48. 48. This is upon sin 40. Okay. Now this is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B is going to be cos 50 degree. Cos 50 degree. Just one thing, 1 by 3. Okay. So if you 12 2s are 12. Where is 12? Sorry. 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 12 2s are 24 and 24 into 2. Am I doing anything wrong? Okay. Am I doing anything wrong? If you're going to solve it anyway, this is gone. Some calculation, but 64 will be the answer. Okay. Alrighty. So we are having 4 into 2 power 4. 1 by 3 cos. Cos theta cos 60 plus theta cos 60 minus theta. Okay. So it is 1 by 3 cos 3 theta, correct? 1 by 3 is already there, but okay. I think 64 will be the right answer. Okay, chalo. Next question. Okay, eventually the algorithm you know. Now the number of solutions for this. Again, all you have to do is this is x is equals to 1. Critical points. X is equals to 4. Correct? X is equals to 1. X is equals to 4. Let's take case when x is greater than or equals to 4. You have x square minus 4x. So x square minus 3x. Okay. All the modulus will get open with a positive sign. X square minus 3x and this is going to be minus 3 is equals to 0. From here between 1 and 4, this modulus will get open with a negative sign minus x square plus 4x plus x. And this is going to be minus 3 is equals to 0. Again, this is a quadratic. And if you go from here, all the 1 by 4, oops, yes, 1 by 4 cos 3 theta, yes, I am doing something wrong. Now, less than 1, for less than 1, all you can do is, both modulus will get open with a negative sign over here, plus 4x minus x, and you know what, this is minus 1 is equals to 0. You need to solve this quadratic, okay, solve these three quadratic, and eventually you need to take three cases. Let me show it to you. Okay, see, this is case number 1, case number 3 is the rightmost case when both the modulus will get open with the positive sign. From here, no real root, because discriminant over here is going to be, okay, not discriminant, but if you find the roots, both the roots will not lie in this interval. So all the roots are less than 4. That means from here, no, you're not getting anything. Here, though, discriminant is going to be discriminant less than 0, means no real root from here. But case number 1, the very last case from this, okay. So you'll get 0 roots from here, 0 roots from here, 1 roots from here. So option A is absolutely correct. Okay, now let me correct the mistake I have done over here. 1 by 4 cos 3 theta. Okay, so this is 1 by 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, so this is 16. Now it's correct, okay. So this is 64 and option C is absolutely right. Okay, next question on your screen from trigonometry we have sin x cos 13 x by 2. See, sin A cos B plus cos A sin B is sin A plus B. Okay. Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, sin A plus B, and we have sin plus, minus cos sin. Oops, not this. No. Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, minus cos A sin B, so this is going to be this, plus cos sin A sin B plus cos A cos B is cos A minus B, so 7 minus 13x by 2. So this is sin x by 2 plus cos x by 2. And you know what? This is going to be 1 minus sin x. 1 minus sin x. 28 Jan paper prediction we have already done. Yesterday's. Go and watch yesterday's video. Yesterday we have done 2-hour video we have done approximately. Square root 1 minus sin x. See, cos x is 5 by 12. So sin x will be 1 minus 13 by 12. 13 by 12? 12 by 13, sorry. Yes. So this is 1 by root 13 will be your answer. Okay. Done. Which question? Third question. Till now, I think questions are pretty much solvable. Correct? Then we have f of x is equals to this slightly lighter thing you can see. But yes, e power x. Let me rewrite this so that you get the better understanding. Okay. Upon tan x minus x. Plus, then we have ln sec x plus tan x. Okay, then we have minus x upon tan x minus x. Please understand, e power, if, see, this function is continuous. Basically, you are looking for limit. Okay, you are looking, if the function is continuous, then f of 0 is equals to limit of this function when x is tending towards 0, yes or no? X tend to 0, and this is again limit x tend to 0 plus sign. Now clearly this is going to be 1 and e power 0. So this is 1 plus limit x tend to 0. 0 by 0 form, you can apply L'Hopital. Okay, so this is going to be 1 upon sec x plus tan x. Okay, now derivative of sec x is what? Sec x tan x plus sec square x minus 1 is already there, whole upon tan x is what? Sec square x minus 1. Clearly, from here if you take sec x common, this is going to be sec x plus tan x which will get cancelled out. So this is going to be 1 plus sec x if you take common, so sec x minus 1 upon sec square x minus 1. Okay, sec x minus 1, this is a square minus b square, a plus b, a minus b. So 1 plus 1 upon sec x, sec 0. Sec 0 is 1 plus 1, so this is going to be 1 plus 1 by 2 3 by 2 is absolutely correct. Okie dokie. Next question on your screen without wasting any time. Okay. Now I am going to give you direct equations and I am not going to get into calculation. I am assuming that you guys are going to do calculation. Anyway, PDF will be given to you to check your calculation. 10 data set such that their mean is 10. Okay. And variance is 2. X bar is equals to 10 and sigma square is equals to 2. If one of the data alpha is removed and new data entry beta is inserted, please understand, sum of all the values x1 plus x2 and all the way up to x8, okay, plus x9 plus alpha is equals to 100. Okay, how come? Because sum total of 10 values upon 10 is equals to 10. So this is 100. Okay. Now, x1 to x9, correct? x1 to x9. Now what they are saying is alpha is removed and beta is added. Okay. Alpha is removed and beta is added. So basically alpha is removed, so minus alpha and beta is added. So both sides we have to do it. Minus alpha plus beta. Okay. All right. So 100 and this is going to be sum. Now this is upon 10 is going to be your new mean. This is your new mean. New mean is equals to this. Okay. New mean is 10.1. So now please understand this is 10 minus plus beta minus alpha. Okay. Upon 10 is equals to 10.1. Clearly, beta minus alpha is going to be 0.1, which is 1 only. So this is first equation. Now same will do with variance, correct? Same will do with variance. All right. So variance is what? Sigma square is 2, correct? Now please understand, sigma square, so 2 is equals to what? x1 square plus x2 square and all the way up to x9 square plus alpha square whole upon 10 minus old mean is what? 4. But what about new variance? Okay, what about new variance? 1.99 is equals to x1 square plus x2 square and all the way up to x9 square. Now you have to subtract. So this is alpha square. So you have to subtract alpha square. Okay. First of all, what I am going to do is, so this is 2 plus 4, 6, 60 is equals to x1 square and x9 square plus alpha. Okay. Now, new variance, we'll talk about it, but first of all, I am going to subtract alpha square. I am going to subtract alpha square and add beta square both the sides, minus alpha square plus beta square. Okay, so this is going to be sum of squares of all the values, correct? So 60 minus alpha square plus beta square whole upon 10 minus new mean. What is new mean? New mean, ma'am, 10.1 whole square and equals to, this is new variance 1.99. Okay. So from here what you are going to get is, if you solve this, beta square minus alpha square you will get, and beta square minus alpha square, if you solve this, you are going to get 20. Okay. Now this is beta minus alpha, beta plus alpha. Beta minus alpha is anyone, so beta plus alpha is 20. So now you solve this, you're going to get beta and alpha. So beta and alpha, alpha plus beta is 20, so 20 is the right answer. Okay. Alrighty. Next question. Next question. Okay, arithmetic progression question. Sum of AP of n terms, n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d 525 by 2. Okay. All right. Sum of n terms is given as 525 by 2. A2 minus even common difference is minus 3 by 4. So this is minus 3 by 4. And an is 1 by 4. Okay, an. An is a plus n minus 1 d. This is 1 by 4. You know what? You have got two equations and two unknown. A and N are unknown. A and N are unknown. So A you will get from here, N you will get from here. Once you are done with that, why can't you just calculate S17? They are asking S17. 17 by 2, 2A plus N minus 1D. So pure calculation, equation solving. Okay. And these kind of questions, right? Another question on your screen, my dear students. Another question. 1 minus sine ln t, 1 minus cos ln t. Very good question. In fact, you know what? Yesterday we did a prediction. And can you see the similar question came? This is from two classic integrals. What is this question? F of t is given as this. This ln t is actually making me anxious. So let us do one thing. Ln t, let us mark it as x. So 1 by t dt is equals to dx. That is first thing. And you know what? T is equals to e power x also. So dt will be what? T dt. T is what? E power x. E power x dx. So dt will be replaced by e power x dx. Okay. So integration of 1 minus sin x, 1 minus cos x, e power x dx. Okay. All right. Now, 1 minus sin x upon 1 minus cos x. 1 minus cos 2 theta. Can anybody tell me? 1 upon 1 minus cos x. 1 minus cos 2 theta is what? 2 sin square theta. E power x. Okay. 2 sin square theta. So 2 cosec square theta. Cosec square x by 2. Minus, now minus sin x. So 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2 whole upon 2 cos square x by 2. Okay, 2 to cancel. This is what? Tan x by 2. Or, sorry, this is sine, right? Sin x by 2. 2 to cancel, sine. This is cot. So this is your cot, this is your cosec square, and you know derivative of cot is nothing but cosec square. So this is your fx and this is your f dash x. So we are getting e power x, f of x plus f dash x. Okay, right? This is your fx and this is your f dash x. Alright, so cot x, so minus cot x by 2. So you are going to get integral is going to be what? E power x fx. Fx is what? Cot x by 2 but with a negative sign. Plus c. Okay, plus c. This is your f of x. Now as per the question, e power pi by 2 is going to give you minus e power pi by 2. So put x is equals to e power pi by 2. You will get minus e power pi by 2 is equals to minus e power pi by 2. Cot pi by 4 is 1 plus c. So c is coming out as 0. Now whatever they are going to ask, we can answer e power pi by 4. So pi by 4, so e power pi by 4 and this is cot pi by 8. Cot pi by 8 is going to be root 2 plus 1. So root 2 plus 1 e power pi by 4 with a negative sign. Okay. Alrighty. So this is going to be your answer. Next question on your screen, domain related question, direct question, just pure calculation. See, base of any logarithm 10x square minus 17x minus 7 is greater than 0 but is not equals to 1. Solve it. And this thing is greater than 0. Apply wavy curve and figure it out. I'm not going to solve it right here. Then we have another question. Now this is something which is not a good question but yes, doable question, right? Over here if you see this is 26 factorial. If I multiply na, then things will align. Okay, 26, 1 by 26 factorial. So 26 factorial I am multiplying in each and every term. 3 factorial 23 up to 13 terms, correct? This is going to be 26 C1, 26 C3 and eventually how many terms? 13 terms. Please understand, please note that total how many terms? 27 terms are there. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3 all the way up to 26. How many even numbers? If I start with 0, if I count 0, there will be 13 up to 13 terms. Okay, So the 13th term is going to be, so 1, 3, you can count now, 1, 3, 5. Okay, 1, 3, 5, only odd numbers, 1, 3, 5. Then we have 7, 9, 11. Then we have 13, 15 and 17. Then we have 19, 21 and 23. Correct? How many till now? 9. 12 actually. Then we have one more, which is 25. So it will go all the way up to 26 to 25. Okay. So this is nothing but all odd terms. 2 power 26 minus 1, which is 25, will be the right answer. Okay. And you know what? Upon 26 factorial also. So 2 power 25 upon 26 factorial. Okay. Then next question on your screen, which is a thoughtful question. A is 1, 2, 3, 4. A relation is defined on A cross A. Number of elements of the relation. Okay. 2A plus 3B is equals to 3C plus 4D. So you have to think what could be A, B, C, D. So I am going to tell you. Yes. So if you mark A as 1, B as 3, and you know what, C as 1, D as 2, you will get a perfect equation. And similarly, you have to think a lot. This is a thoughtful question. You have to sit, you have to make cases, you have to think, and eventually you will get all the ordered pairs which is satisfying that relation. So again, this is a time consuming question, by the way. Okay. Alrighty. Next question on your screen is this. Okay. Find mod z square. Sigma mod z square. So you just have to actually calculate. So what is this? Mod of z minus 6 iota, mod of z minus 2 iota. This is actually what? Distance between 0, 6. 0, 6 and 0, 2. Okay. A point which is equidistant from 0, 6 and 0, 2. 0, 6, 0, 2. Okay, and this is going to be 4. So this is the line. This is the line which is representing this particular equation. Okay, this whole line. Okay, which is y is equals to 4. Okay, now we need to intersect this. Y is equals to 4. What is this? Z minus, so this is mod of z minus 8 minus 2 iota is equals to, this is 5, 3 mod z plus 2 iota. Okay. All right. Now what is this? If you square, you will realize this is 5 x minus 8 square plus y plus 2 square. Okay, is equals to 3. This is going to be x minus 0 square plus y plus 2 square. Okay, now y is equals to what? Y is equals to 4, we have already got. So put y is equals to 4, eventually get the value of x, and you will get, I guess, 2 values of x because this is a quadratic equation. Now, if you get 2 values of x, that means 2 complex numbers. So mod z you can actually calculate. Okay. So mod z you can easily calculate. Okay. Another question on your screen, slightly different question. Okay. Consider a sequence 7, 29, 81, 9 and 1. Okay. Pn be the product of first 10 terms. Okay. 729 is what? 3 power 6, 3 power 4, 3 square, 3 power 0, 3 power, can you see? 6, 4, 2, 0, then you're going to get minus 2. Yes. Minus 2, 3 power minus 4, 3 power minus 6. Okay. Then 3 power minus 8, 3 power minus 10, 3 power minus 12 eventually. So can you see this minus 6 plus 6 cancel, this cancel, this cancel, it starts with 3. This 3 power minus 8 plus 10 plus 12 and all the way up to what? Infinity. First n terms, by the way. Ooh, first n terms. Oops. So we don't have to cancel it out. Do not cancel anything. Do not cancel anything. Sorry. First n terms, right? This is an AP, my dear students. AP. correct? So 3 power AP, whose first term is sum of n terms, n by 2, 2a. So 12 plus n minus 1. What is d? Can you see? Minus 2 is the d. 2 and this is gone. This is 6. So 3n and this is 6 plus 2, 8 minus n. Okay. Now as per this question, Pn is equals to product of OK. What is this? This is Pn OK. Let me just rewrite it. This is Pn power 1 by n. We need to calculate this. Pn power 1 by n. This is your Pn. Pn. A Pn power 1 by n, if you are going to apply 1 by n both the sides, n cancel, right? So 3 power 8 minus n is nothing but this sigma. Sigma is already there. Sigma. Okay, now put n is equals to 1 to 40. So this is going to be n is equals to 1, 3 power 7 plus 3 power, if n is equals to 6, and last 40, 8 minus 40 is what? Minus 32. This is what your summation is going to look like. Now this is what? Can anybody tell me? 40 terms. And you know what? This is a GP, sum of GP. 3 power 7a. R, what is R? 1 by 3 power, how many? 40 minus 1 whole upon 1 by 3 minus 1. Okay, so now you have to just compare these two and you'll be done. Just compare. Okay, compare and you'll get your answer. So that's about it. Okay, alpha and beta, you can solve it and compare. You will get the answer. Next question on your screen. Next question. Yes. 1, 0, 2, minus 1. These three are vertices of a triangle. And find e power n. I think some half-hearted question is there. I am going to skip this question. Student did not. Yes. Let's solve the next question. Okay, do the calculation, you will get 8 minus n. Number of matrices of A of the order 3 cross 2. 3 cross 2. That means 3 rows. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 2 columns. A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. Okay, number of matrices of A such that all of its elements are from the set minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1. Okay. Now A into A transpose. So you have to multiply A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3. Okay. Now sum of diagonal elements. So if you solve it, sum of diagonal elements, you know what? There is a trick also which I have told you. Sum of diagonal elements of A into A transpose is sum of squares of all the elements. A1 square plus B1 square plus A2 square plus B2 square plus A3 square plus B3 square is going to give you what? 5. Okay. Now all the elements should belong to this. Correct. Now please understand, there is only one scenario that 2 elements becomes 2 square plus 1 square, so that we get 5. Rest become 0, 0, 0. Okay. So 6 C2, I am going to select 2 elements, 6 C2. Okay. Now 6 C2. Correct. So either you select 1 should be plus minus 2. Okay. 1 should be plus minus 2. So it is going to be what? Plus minus 2, that means 2 square. Another should be what? Again plus minus 1, 2 square, and they can interchange, that is 2 factorial. Okay. Rest are 0, 0, 0, 0. That's it. Okay. So this is going to be 6 into 5. So 15. 15 into 4 into 4 into 2. So 15 into 4, 60, 60, 120, 120, 120. The final answer is 120. I think this 2 factorial needs to go away. That's it. Okay. Yes, 120 will be the right answer. Next question on your screen from the world of probability. Good question, I would say, easy question. Out of 10 bulbs, 10 are defective, 90 are non-defective. Okay, so probability of defective bulbs is what? 1 by 10. Probability of non-defective bulbs is 9 by 10. Okay, probability of finding 7 defective bulbs. So out of 10, so 8 C7. 7 are defective. So 1 by 10 power 7 and 9 by 10 power 1. That's it. Is equals to K by 10 power 8. So clearly this 10, 10, 10 power 8 gone. So 8 into 9 is equals to K. 72 is the right answer. Okay. All right. Next question on your screen is slightly incomplete. Yes. We'll start with this. This is the last question. Okay. We'll give you PDF now. 0 to 36, okay, Tx. X can come out or not? Yes, X can come out. Is it? Dt, right? So this is going to be Tx. Tx upon, so X is not a variable, right? So this is going to be T square by 72 or what? Let me check. Let me show you the solution. Okay. First of all, this is given, right? And this is a standard parabola. So I'll assume y is equals to kx square is the standard parabola passing through 2, 1. So 1 is equals to 4. So k is going to be 1 by 4, correct? K value is 1 by 4. So this is your parabola y is equals to 1 by 4x square. Okay. I think I have missed a square over here. Now it's correct. X square is coming out, t square by 36, 0 to 36 dt. Okay, is equals to what? 4 alpha, and this is 1 by 4 x square. Okay, 4 cancel, x square cancel. This is t cube by 3 dot 36, and this is 0 comma 36. If you solve it, 36 cube. So anyway, 36 is over here. 36 square by 3 minus 0. This is going to be your thing, and this is on the right hand side is equals to alpha. Okay. So over here 12 into 36 is going to be alpha. Okay. 12 into 36 is going to be alpha, and eventually you get the value of alpha, so you're done. We have a 3 also, right? Beta. Yes, you need beta also. Minus 4 comma beta is lying over here. So y is equals to x square by 4. So minus 4 comma beta. Beta is equals to what? 4. Beta is 4 and alpha is this. So you can actually solve this question and get the answer. Okay, alpha is coming out as actually 3. All right. Okay. So that's all, my dear students. That's all. All right. And we'll be doing shift 2 solution, and then we'll be winding up. Okay. All right.
Yes, everybody. Do let me know if I am clearly visible and audible to all of you. Yes. So let's do some questions of shift 2 and let's see what kind of questions they have asked. Right? Let's see that. Some one or two new questions are there. Otherwise, it's the same kind of questions that they are asking you. And yes. So now full questions PDF will be provided to you for shift 2. That will be in the description box. We'll provide you that. Right now I'll be solving some questions here as well. So if I talk about, wait a minute, let me just see. So if you see this here, right, wait a minute. First question they have asked on, till now I told you MOT question till now they have not asked as such. So now they have asked MOT question based on bond order and paramagnetic nature. So they should have same bond order. So if I talk about this one, here it is oxygen, this is O2 is 16, 16 minus 1 is 15, this is 14 and this is also 15. So they will have same bond order. This also it is 15 and this will be 17. This will be 17 and this will be 14, 15. Wait a minute, and this will be 16, 17 and this will be 14 minus 1, that is 13, right? So now firstly I'll have to identify which one will have same bond order. 14 will have 3 and 13 and 15 will have 2.5. 1 minus 1 is 12, minus 1 is plus 1 is 16, they will have 2. This is 11 and 17 is going to be 1.5 and this is 10 and 18 is going to be, this one is going to be 1, right? Okay. So what we will be doing here, it's very simple. Now if I see 15 and 15, they will have same bond order. 15 and 17 will not have same. 17 and 15, wait a minute. 17 and 15, wait a minute. 17 and 13. Have I done it right? Wait a minute. 16 minus 1 is 15, 16 plus 1 is 17. They're asking same bond order should be there, right? So same bond order is for O2 positive and N2 negative only. 17 and 13 is also not having same bond order, right? And this is 17 and this is 15 is also not having same bond order, right? Because 14 will be 3, then 13 and 15 will be this, then 12 and 16 will be 2. You just decrease by 1 and 1, 11 and 17 will be this, 10 and this will be 1. So only this one has the same bond order, isn't it? And they are asking that they should be paramagnetic also in nature. So if I see this, I think there is some gadbad here, right? If you are saying have same bond order, right? So bond order of these two are not same. I think it is N2 positive somewhere. Where? Wait a minute. 14, it is 3. 15, 2.5. 13, 2.5, right? Then this is 16 to 17, 1.5. 18, it is 1. This is 12, it is 2. 11, it is 1.5 and 10, it is 1, right? So it should be like that only that I have written here. I think there is some problem with the options here, right? Okay. Option A is coming, then they are, let's see if it is paramagnetic or not. Let me just see. Okay, chalo, I'll just solve it here, the paramagnetic nature, because here only bond order is same, in other bond order is not same, right? But still I'll have to see if the options are correct or not. So if you see this here, in O2 you have 15 electrons, right? In O2 you have, they are saying paramagnetic, right? So 15 electrons is what? This is 15 minus 8, that will be in KK star, 5, 6, 7. 7 electrons will be there. This is 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1 will be there. 1, 2, 2, 1. So it is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is definitely paramagnetic, right? And then what about N2? Negative. So again, if I see this is 15 electrons, again it is 1, 2, 2, 1. This also will be same paramagnetic only. So the answer is coming out to be A is the correct answer, right? So answer will be A, right? Okay, yes. Therefore, bond order have this, and both are paramagnetic, right? So here option ticking is not right. Okay, so I'll just delete this, right? Answer is A. Okay. Moreover, I told you one simple trick also. That was that if you have odd number of electrons, that will be paramagnetic. If you have even number of electrons, that will be diamagnetic, except for boron and oxygen, right? Okay. Okay, now next is choose the correct order of second IE, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, fluorine. So that is carbon, nitrogen and oxygen and then fluorine. So answer is going to be A is the correct answer. Second IE, so if you see this is group number 13, this is 15, this is 14, this is 15, right? This is 16, this is, it is not 16, it will be 15, it is 16 and this is 17, right? So if you see this here it is going to be NS2 NP2, NS2 NP3, this is NP5, this is NP4, right? So when you talk about the second ionization enthalpy, first ionization enthalpy of this one will be very high. Second ionization enthalpy of oxygen is high, then you have fluorine, then you have nitrogen, then you have carbon. So answer is going to be A is the correct answer here, right? Then which of the following molecules is secondary alcohol? So this is also quite simple. This is not at all alcohol, this is secondary alcohol. If you see, this is primary alcohol, this is also secondary alcohol and this is also secondary alcohol. So B, C is the correct answer here. Next is, you have how many linear tripeptides? So now this may seem like a question of chemistry, but actually it's a question of maths only, because whenever you have 3 pairs, you take it 3 factorial, 3 into 2 into 1, that is 6. Or you can also take it as A. First you make it AA, then make it GG, then make it VV. Okay, then it should be VV. Now just replace rest of the two. You have G and V, or write V or G. Here you have A and V, or write V and A. Or you have A and G, or write G and A. So these are the 6 different pairs, permutation and combination only, right? So similarly, you can answer this. This is actually just by 3 factorial you can answer, because they are saying it should be non-repeating. Non-repeating should be there, right? So order of wavelength, now we have a question where they are asking you order of wavelength, again based on spectrochemical series. So this one should be the highest, D should be the highest, among all of them it is the highest. This is the lowest, this is the lowest, so these two will be eliminated. Then after D you will have ammonia, that is A. After ammonia, fluorine will be minimum. That means C will be minimum, because here you have 5 ammonia and 1 water. So it will be B and then it will be C. So answer will be B is the correct answer here. Right? Okay. Yeah. So this is like good. Now here you have given hydrogen atom like CH4, C2H5. So this is also very simple question. Okay. So here see what you have. For hydrogen atom, you have delta H of CH4, that is nothing but bond enthalpy of CH 4 times CH, because CH4 is this kind of thing. So 4 bond of CH are there. So if delta H of CH4 is X, so bond enthalpy of CH bond is going to be X by 4, right? Now C2H6 again, which is an alkane only. So what you have here, 3 hydrogens. 3 hydrogens you have here. Now you have this thing here, delta H of C2H6, right? Now you have 6 of bond enthalpy of CH plus 1 of bond enthalpy of CC, right? So they are asking you this, they have given to be Y. This is 6 into bond enthalpy of this is X by 4, that will come out to be 3, and this is 2. So very simple, it is bond enthalpy of CC, that will be Y minus 3X by 2. So answer will be C is the correct answer, right? Okay. Now same kind of questions are there, right? if you see this 7 question here, this is again based on that what we have discussed before as well. It is same kind of questions, that is electron make transition from this to this. Now they have given you N1 plus N2 is equals to 4. N2 minus N1 is equals to 2. So these two will cancel. 2 of N2 will be 6. N2 will be equals to 3. If you put N1 here, N2 minus N1 is equals to 2. This is 3 minus N1 is equals to 2. So N1 is equals to 3 minus 2, that is 1. So just now they are asking you, determine the wavelength. So 1 by lambda is equals to R Z square. This is 1 by N1 square, 1 by N2 square. Put the value of N1, N2, right? You will get your answer, right? Okay. So that's how you simply solve this, right? So this is again Rydberg equation, right? I don't know, in 28th, right? Now you have your exam on 28th. So all the students, right, there are so many important things to tell you. Rest of the questions will be provided to you. They are similar kind of questions only. Now, one thing for you, again I am saying the same thing, they are picking the questions from the important topics only. There is nothing, ma'am, we need formula revision for 28th of students. So I'll think about that, right? But before that, I would advise you, I have given you full marathon notes here in the power marathon. Please revise those notes. They are very helpful. The questions they are asking is from those notes only. You don't have to do anything else apart from that, right? Questions are quite direct, right? They are formula based questions from physical chemistry, from organic chemistry. It is reaction, simple reaction based questions. Even if you don't do mechanism, that will also work, except for aldol condensation, right? And some intermediates you should know. There is no some difficult question, some rearrangement of carbocatine as such. Now I have not seen those kind of questions, right? But still I would advise you, I have included that also in my marathon notes. So go and go through that. You can score even, you know, out of 25, 23, 24 question, if you go through that note, even if one question is something very different, right? Let's say 28th exam is very tough, even then you can score like really good 23 or 24 questions, you can do it correctly, right? One question, why I am leaving that, because sometimes some questions are like, you know, sometimes in the paper 1 or 2 questions are very on the tough category. So if on the last point you are just going through the formulas, physical chemistry directly formula based questions they are asking. Organic also direct questions they are asking. Inorganic, there are some statement based questions that you have to go through, right? For that you really need to know the exceptions and everything, right? And block chemistry, I would say just go through the exception because you don't have time for NCRT and all. But block chemistry, from inorganic chemistry, you can easily score good. Now, most scoring things are, I would tell you, if you're like, ma'am, I want to score good, but tell me something that is definitely will be there. First, from inorganic chemistry, exceptions, right? You don't have time to go through NCRT, do exceptions, right? Then do KMNO4, K2CR27, then do hybridization, shapes and all that, MOT and CFT, right? Then you go through from organic, all the naming reaction, distinguish test and GOC. Then from physical, directly formula, like important formulas only they are asking directly. So those you need to do, right? Okay, yes. So I'll just ask Shreya sir to join in. Wait a second.
Welcome aboard. Yes, yeah, I know, Louis. As the shifts proceed, right, the number of people reduce, and those people whose shifts are over, they start chilling and start preparing for boards or JEE Advance, or probably just taking a break. So only those students who now have exam next year and serious, or maybe on 28, they start watching. All right. So yes, Hemendra will do the revision before the April attempt after your board exams are over, and we have planned something amazing for your board exams also. Okay. So we'll quickly go with some 4-5 questions or 6 questions I think I have in physics which I have got until now. The questions are coming little bit less because obviously as the shifts come near the end, right, students also become little bit uh, lethargic, and they feel that okay, now let me relax and let me probably prepare for the boards, because yeah, the exams come nearby. Now this is a good question. Mass of the rope is m, find a tension at the midpoint. So in this particular question, midpoint tension is asked. So first of all, imagine the tension over here is T and T, tension over here is T and T. So from that you can find the tension at the midpoint. I'll tell you how. Just take half of the rope, just take half of the rope, and over there you will see this will be the tension at the midpoint, and this will be that particular tension which you want. Okay, and the weight which is half of the rope, so m by 2 into g. So this tension will have two components. I think this is 30, right? So this is also 30. So T, so this is T cos 30, this is T sine of 30. So tension at the midpoint is being balanced by tension's cos 30 component. So if I know tension, if I multiply it by root 3 by 2, which is cos 30, I will get the answer. So how much is that particular tension? From here we can say that the weight is down, and both the tensions sine 30 component, like that there are two such tensions from both sides, will balance mg. So sine 30 is half, so T will be basically equal to mg. So just put mg over here. So mg root 3 by 2 will be the answer. This paper I felt was difficult because what students were telling me, sir, there were lengthy questions in physics. Yeah. Yeah. So always remember, tension acts along the tangent, number one. At the middle point, the tension will be horizontal. Because it is the midpoint, I cannot find it directly. So I took half of the rope to find the tension, but then this tension becomes unknown. So that's why I took both these tensions, vertical component balanced by the total weight of the rope. That's where I put that tension in the half of the rope to find the tension which is required. All right. So that was the question. Now this was a good question. If this was asked, charge is given and there is a uniformly charged rod, and find the force acting on it. Although there is a formula for it, but this formula nobody by hearts, because long ago somebody had asked it. But usually we can do it simply by integration, where you take a small element and let's say that element width is a dx at a distance of x, and the charge on it is dq, and this dq will be the total charge on this rod due to uniformly charged rod on the diagram. Now I don't know what is the charge per unit length. Let's say it is lambda into, let's say, dx. So what happens is, if you want, you can take this particular thing as, let's say, x also. That's also fine. So the df force on this charge will be k, which is Coulomb's constant, lambda dx, which is this charge, multiplied by that charge, which is 1 microcoulomb, divided by distance square. So this is x, that will be x plus 2 centimeter, which is 0.02 meter whole square. That is the df force. That means force due to this charge on this charge separated by x plus 2 centimeters or x plus 0.02 meters. So kqq divided by r square. So therefore the total force will be the integration of all that forces. So Coulomb constant is 9 into 10 to the power 9. Lambda I do not know. 1 micro means 10 to the power minus 6. And what will be left is nothing but dx divided by x plus 0.02 whole square. And the limits of the integration will be from 0. Not 0. The value of x will start from 0 and The value of x will start from 0 and it will go to 10 centimeters, which means 0.1 meters. So that's it. When you integrate this, you will get the answer, as simple as that. Okay, everybody with me on this, how to solve this particular question? So you find the elementary force due to a small charge, integrated from this point to this point. So x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 10 centimeters, which is 0.1 meters. That's it. That is how you solve it. Same thing has been done over here also. Depends where you take the x from, doesn't matter. The answer comes out to be basically 7.5 Newton. Okay, perfect. Next question, vernier caliper question. Very rarely they have asked vernier caliper or screw gauge. Screw gauge I think was asked in yesterday's or day before yesterday's shift. One question was there with some 0 error, but that came towards the end, so we could not discuss it. Then here number of divisions, everything are given, find the least count. So what you need to do in a vernier caliper, first is one main scale division is basically 1 millimeter standard. It is clearly mentioned the vernier caliper has 50 divisions and they coincide with 48 divisions of the main scale. So 50 vernier scale divisions coincides with 48 main scale divisions. 48 main scale divisions. 48 main scale divisions means 1 MSD is 1 millimeter, so 48 millimeters is 50 VSD. So one vernier scale division will be 48 divided by 50 millimeters. Now the formula for least count is nothing but main scale division minus vernier scale division, whichever is bigger, minus the smaller. So it will be 1 minus 48 by 50, which is nothing but 2 by 50, which is nothing but 1 by 50 of a millimeter. 1 by 50 of a millimeter. Just, sorry, 1 by 25, my mind. This will be 1 by 25 of a millimeter. So 1 by 25 is nothing but 0.04. Okay, I hope this is absolutely clear. Yeah, very good. Yes, 0.04 millimeters. Okay, they give 0.05 millimeter as the scale in vernier. Then Vasant, in that case 1 MSD will be 0.05. So accordingly you will change it then. Accordingly will change it, but the concept remains the same. Yeah, so here I took it as 1 millimeter because nothing else was mentioned, but since these are memory based questions, so you never know about it. Okay, all right, accordingly it will change, that's all. Moving on, fifth harmonic of a closed pipe coincides with nth harmonic of an open pipe. Remember in the previous shifts also, open pipe, closed pipe, open pipe, harmonics, frequencies are being asked. So same thing is happening over here only. Okay, so how are my Vedantu students doing in the previous shifts? They are doing really well, man. In fact, we are expecting a very good rank in our shifts. So I can't disclose what kind of rank, but I'm really happy that something amazing is going to come up. In fact, when we recheck the scores of some of the students, we are very delighted, but we can't tell it in public right now, but we are extremely happy. And many of the Sigma batch students also personally messaged me that, sir, these are the marks that we are getting. Many kids are scoring above 200 and I am very happy that they will be getting 99 plus percentile. Okay, so sir, along the horizontal, no itself, that's why tension is along the horizontal. Yes, and more than that, tension always acts along the tangent of a string. So even if a string is bent, if you take a point, wherever you draw the tangent, so the tension will always be along the tangent. Okay, so fifth harmonic of a closed organ pipe. Fifth harmonic of a closed organ pipe means 5V divided by 4L closed is nth harmonic of a open pipe. So NV divided by 2L, that's all. So they are asking LC by LO. So LC goes on the top. So 5 into 2 divided by 4. So it will be 5 divided by 2, guys. That is the answer, which is C option. Velocity will get cancelled. It was a very direct question. See, for closed pipe, it is the harmonic number into V by 4L. For open pipe, it is harmonic number V by 2L. That is the only difference. Okay, moving on to the next question. Velocity of the particle varies. This was actually a PYQ question. Long time back this was asked. Now they have asked the same question again. I don't know whether it is actually asked the same way. They are giving the velocity versus displacement. They are asking how will the acceleration graph look like. So what happens over here is, you can notice that velocity versus displacement graph dv by dx, the slope is, let's say, minus k, okay, or you can call it, let's say, minus m, because that is how the slope is. So dv will be minus m dx, and if you basically want to integrate it, that is also fine because acceleration is asked. So that will become, let's say, when my x value is 0, then my velocity is v. When my x value is, let's say, x naught or something, then my velocity is 0. So here it is, let's say, v naught. So this will become 0 minus v naught is equal to minus m into x naught minus 0. So therefore v naught, if I take the negative sign here, will be nothing but okay, I don't want that. I'll rather write it like this. If I take in general any velocity and any x, that velocity will be minus mx plus c, the intercept over here, whatever that is. So minus mx plus c. This negative because the slope is negative. That's all. That's why I'm putting that minus m. Now from this we can find acceleration versus x graph, guys. Acceleration will be dv by dt, but I cannot differentiate with time. So dv by dx into dx divided by dt. dv by dx, that means you take the derivative of minus mx plus c, and dx by dt means velocity. So when you take the derivative of this, you will just get minus m. X's derivative is 1, constant's derivative is 0, and into velocity. Velocity is nothing but minus mx plus c, of course. So minus minus cancels, so it will become m square x minus mc, So if you look at this equation, it is a positive slope with a negative intercept. So positive slope with a negative intercept is C option. Yeah, that is C option. Got it? So that's how simple it is. Yeah, very good, Lewis Hamilton. Absolutely. Moving on to the next question. This was the last question which I got, so I will discuss this quickly. This is based on cavity problem, where a cylinder is given. You are taking out a smaller cylinder out of it and figure out the moment of inertia of the remaining cylinder. In this particular question, I'll tell you, first of all, the big cylinder which is there, the moment of inertia of that big cylinder will be the total mass of that cylinder into r square divided by 2. The mass of the moment of inertia of the smaller cylinder which is taken out will be that smaller mass which is taken out. The radius is basically r by 3 whole square divided by 2. The only problem is what is this m1 and m2, because only when you subtract it you will get I1 minus I2 basically. I1 minus I2. So here find the ratio of the moment of inertia of the old solid about the axis passing through the center and parallel to the length. So once you find I, the last answer, find the ratio of the moment of inertia of the new solid to the old one. So you have to find I divided by your I1. So that is what has been asked. So you can find I by this, which is I1 minus I2, and substituting it here, you will get the answer. But the only catch is how do you find M1 and M2? So for that, assume the density to be mass divided by volume. So volume is nothing but pi r square into L. Also, the same density will be the mass which has been taken out by pi. Radius which is taken out is r by 3. So square multiplied by the length, I think it is L by 2. That's it. So from this you will get M2, and from this you will also get M1. Okay, substitute this M1 over here and substitute this M2 over here. From this you will get I. From I you will get I by I1. So lengthy procedure, but that is the method of doing it. Okay, cavity problems are always involving density. So that was the last question which I had, and I will come back if I get more questions, or else I'll share the PDF. Okay, I'll be sharing the PDF. Right, cool. So now Namrata ma'am will be here to discuss the solutions and you will be getting the PDF of this entire session. This shift was definitely a difficult shift or lengthy shift. I wouldn't say difficult, but lengthy shift as compared to the previous shift, and expect the 28th January shift to be definitely harder or lengthier than the previous ones, especially the physics and even the mathematics part. Okay.
Namrata Jaising, honey, where are you? Here are you. Have you sent your PPT? Yes. And this is going to be the last paper of today. We are going to quickly discuss a couple of questions, okay? And the rest of questions we are going to give you as a PDF. Okie dokie. Yes. Alrighty. File, download, PDF. Okay. Then we have note. Where are you? Questions are same in paper 1 and paper 2? I don't think so. Why would paper questions will be same, huh? Why do you think paper questions are same? Are they same? No, they are not same. Okay, so let's start. First question, ninja technique. Ninja technique, my dear students. We need to find the rank of Udaipur in dictionary, right? Udaipur. Okay. A, B, C, D. Now numbering. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. This is 6 and 6. Okay. So what we have done is written Udaipur, ninja technique, and then do the numbering as per alphabetically order. U and U is on both are on same level. That was 6, 6. Okay. Now please understand how many less numbers are there. How many numbers are there which are less than 6? So there are 5 numbers. How many numbers which are less than 2? So only 1. How many numbers less than 1? 0. How many numbers less than 3? 0. How many numbers less than 4? So 0. How many numbers? So 1 and 0. Okay. So let me show you the solution. This is what we have got. Now U. U is going to be 6 factorial by 2 factorial. Okay. Yes. 6 factorial by 2 factorial. So this is 6 factorial. See this. 6 factorial by 2 factorial. Correct? Okay. 6 factorial by 2 factorial. With or without meaning? How alphabetically, na? Udaipur, rank of Udaipur, okay? Yes, rank of Udaipur. We are calculating rank of Udaipur. So it is going to be alphabetically, na, Dharanish? Okay, even if the statement is that the letters of the word Udaipur are arranged with or without meaning, yes, but still, it's a dictionary problem, that's the shortcut, okay? So now this is 6 factorial by 2 factorial, this is what? Directly 5 factorial, okay? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, okay? So 6 factorial by 2 factorial, 5 factorial, 4 factorial, 3 factorial, 2 factorial, 1 factorial, and eventually now you have to multiply 5 into this, 1 into 5, 0, 0, 0. So 5 into 6 factorial by 2 factorial plus 1 into 5 factorial plus 0, 0, 0 and plus 2 factorial, and eventually in the end you don't forget to add plus 1 and solve it, you'll get the answer. Okay. So this is going to be what? 720 by 2, which is going to be 360 into 5. So 1800. This is your 1800 plus 120 plus 3. Okay, so this is going to be your answer. Oops, sorry, 2 factorial is there, no? 2 factorial is not there. Huh? 120, 0, 0, 0, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oops, I have made a mistake. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, oops, and then 1, then 0, oops. We have already this 1, okay, so this is not there. So yes, we have got 120 and this is 1, plus 1 is already there, plus 1. Okay, so this is going to be 1922. Okay, 120, 1922. Yes, now it's correct. See, okay, I have missed that. Okay, alrighty, cool. Next question on your screen. Now this question, yesterday I have told you what to do in binomial, this kind of question. See, they are asking that how many 40 are there in 60 factorial. What is 40? 40 is nothing but 2 cube into 5, correct? 8 5s are 40. So I need to find the number of 2. So 60 factorial, first of all find the number of 5. So this is going to be 12 plus 12 by 5 is going to be what? 2 point something, so 2 plus this is 0 again, so this is 14. Okay, now this is 5, now 2 cube, so 60 by 2, 30, correct? 30 by 2, 30 by 2, 15, 15 by 2, 7.5, 7 by 2 is going to be 3, 3 by 2 is going to be 1, that's it. Okay, so this is 30 plus 15 plus 7 plus 3 plus 1, and here it is 14, so 30 plus 15, 45, 45 plus 10, 55, 56, 56, right? 56, but you know what, you're looking, this is 2 power 56 and 5 power 14. Now if I divide 56 by 3, 56 though is not divisible, right? 55 is also not divisible. 54 is divisible. And that is going to give you 17. See, 54 divided by 3. 3 ones are 3 and 3 eights are 18. Correct? So 2 power 3, 18 and 5 power 14. Okay, so this is 8 power 18, 5 power 14. I need to select smaller, so 14 is the right answer. Okay, 14. See, exponent of 5 is going to be 14. Okay, and exponent of 2 is going to be 56. 56 divided by 3 is 18 point something. So finally you have to select this. Okay, why? Because maximum value of n. Yes, now you must be thinking maximum value should be ma'am 18. No, maximum is 14. Why? Please tell me. If I give you 18, 8 and if I give you 14, 5 and I ask you make 40, how many 40 you can make? So you'll be like, ma'am, 5 into 8, 5 into 8, 5 into 8, 5 into 8 pairing happened. So 14, 5 are actually consumed. Now you just have 8. Can you make 40 out of just 8? No. So number of 8 is less, na? Right? Okay. So number of 8 is less. Now another question on your screen is this. Image of parabola. Parabola is this. X square is equals to 4y. So upward facing parabola and y is equals to x minus 1. Y is equals to x minus 1 this. So you need to make another parabola which is this. Okay. So eventually it is going to be this, like this. Okay. Now this parabola is mirror image of this parabola. Y is equals to, so basically 0, 0. Take the mirror image of 0, 0, you will get the vertex. Take the mirror image of, this is 0, 1, about this line. So you will get this. Okay. So this is the mirror image. Okay. This is the mirror image. This is the mirror image. So once you get vertex and focus, see, once you get vertex and focus, so your vertex, just find out the mirror image. So vertex and focus, So 1, 1 comma minus 1 will be your vertex. And you know what? If you take mirror image, once you have vertex, then it's sorted, right? And that will be same. See, y square should be equals to 4x. Y will be replaced by y plus 1 whole square is equals to 4x minus 1. This is going, just vertex you need. That's it. Just vertex. Okay. All right. So, and the upcoming question, see, pretty much easy question, but slightly on a calculative side we have seen the evening shift. Okay. So, more or less, the paper pattern is expected, is just that the lengthy nature of mathematics is somewhat unpredictable. Okay. Make sure if you are going to ask me, ma'am, give me some tips about, yes, yesterday's shift was tough. Give me tips about, ma'am, upcoming 28th shift 1 and shift 2. Let me tell you that tips are, make sure that you are, for mathematics, you are solving 2025 PYQs nicely. If you have done that, make sure that you revisit and you just finish all the questions of past shifts which we have already done, at least every question at least twice. Okay. Similar kind of questions can be seen. Yes, absolutely. Just understand that eventually same topic questions, if at all, they are giving in 21st shift 1. So in the next day, they are just increasing. Concept is same, slightly level increases there. See, I'll show you. Yesterday we saw a question, same question we saw, which was straightforward. Find the value of 7 power n in 101 factorial. Okay, this question we saw in the previous shift. Yesterday we saw this question. Now what they are saying, 40 power n in 60 factorial. Here they have given prime number, here they have not given prime number. So you have to actually break this in prime number, find out number of 2, find out number of 5, club them together and find the answer. So this is the difference which is happening in each and every shift. Slightly, previous shift were very direct. Here the question is from same concept but slightly non-direct. Okay, so difficulty level might increase in upcoming shifts, remaining 2 shifts. Okay, all right. So we will give PDF of this second shift also. Okay, and yes, and you know what, we'll be actually giving you some information also. So stay tuned. Let me check if at all other 2 teachers also have to give something. Okay, so let me check and come back. Alrighty, so I guess we are done with this session. Okay, all right. Okay, and Diksha ma'am is here.
Okay, so everybody, all the best firstly. All the best for all the students who have their exam on 28th. And don't worry about anything. You will rock. You will do your best. And just revise everything. You have 2 days to revise. So please revise. Don't waste these 2 days. So till then, bye-bye. Take care. All the best for your next exam on 28th. Bye-bye.